great day. From honoring life and legacy through an art exhibit to a new Southern take on Shakespeare classic and some four-legged fun racing for glory ahead of the Kentucky Derby, Sarah Gish with Gish Picks joins us with a list of Houston happenings. Good morning.
Hey, good morning. So happy to be here.
Well, you're always happy because you're about igniting your life.
That's
and you
right.
started that in 2013 in honor of your brother Jeffrey, who had passed away.
Yes. And I felt it was important to help other people ignite their lives and to learn what ignites people's lives.
Yeah.
And I've been doing that since 2013, as you said. And I'm very curious all the time. And actually, you're in my project too. I have people hold a sign that says, "How will you ignite your life?"
Yeah, and so you say there's 12 ways. We'll go through a couple of them. One of them is trust in spirit, take care of yourself. You're 40 years sober.
Nourish,
so
yes.
Yeah, congratulations.
Connect with love.
Allow forgiveness and explore your creativity. You are always, when I see you, you're a walking art project usually, right? Your shoes, your outfit, all your earrings, but you also have an art car.
I do. Iggy the Igniter. It's my 5th art car that I've made since 2003. I've had 2 award-winning ones, and I don't believe in art awards until I win one.
Yeah, right. There you go. All right. Ignite your life honoring the deceased.
Yes.
I got a chance to see this at Unity Church a couple of weeks ago, and so explain to people what the purpose of this is.
So I appreciate so much you popping over there to see it because there was a lot going on. But basically, it's about people who have passed away since I started my project. So I've got 14 photos of 15 people have passed away, including Val Kilmer and Mayor Turner, who was a friend of mine and yours. And I just felt it was important to tell their stories, and that's part of how we honor the deceased. And my art project started with someone who's deceased, so it's all part of it.
So you'll have an event that's actually circling around this.
Yes, I've had many events with this show, but the final event, the closing event, because it is part of PhotoFest too, I should say that, international photography event throughout Houston. But it closes in the Pyramid with a really nurturing event this Saturday from 11:30 to 5. We're going to have all kinds of healing people, massage therapists, because you got to have that when you're, and it's called From Breath to Breath, Celebrating Life and Death. So we'll have live harp music too. I want to plug that.
There's some other things that were taking place this weekend. A Pulitzer Prize winning play, Fat Ham.
I know. You just got to look at the name of that, and it's totally fun. It's a great play. It's about, it's based on the Shakespeare Hamlet, well, not obviously, but it's going to be funny. It's different. It's an all-black cast. It's got a queer lead character who's Hamlet, and it's about the father and son tension, family tension, and really interesting. It's directed by Derek Charles Livingston, who's the new artistic director at Stages. So I love seeing that.
The play takes Shakespeare's Hamlet to a family barbecue in the American South.
It's going to be different and fun, and people are obsessed with Shakespeare still. All these hundreds of years later.
And the twist on it, right? Because this is among the most produced plays in the U.S. right now, and it won the 2022 Pulitzer Prize for Drama and nominated for 5 Tony Awards.
It's stellar, and it's by Fourth Wall Theater Company, who do great stuff.
From that to the Wiener Dog Derby.
I know. I was like, what the heck is this? So it's dachshunds running around, and Houstonians love beer, dogs, and I guess Kentucky Derby too. Forget that. That's at least the number 3 on the list.
The regal horses, forget it. We want the short legs and the little.
I was going to say it's the shortest legs race for glory, which cracks me up. And it does support Dachshund Rescue of Houston. So a lot of these things support nonprofits. So it's great.
All right, Pickin' for Play, the music festival and rib shootout.
Yes, and that's to raise awareness of spina bifida, which is a yellow. What do they call it? The Yellow Out campaign, which actually was started by a college student who has spina bifida. And it's about bringing inclusivity to playgrounds, to just everybody to have a better understanding of what spina bifida is. It's a great event with, I call them soulful country artists, because I listen to them all, and they're just kind of soulful and special. So that's going to be happening.
Their mission is to create the inclusive playgrounds where kids of all abilities can play side by side, and sometimes within the same family, right? Kids can play side by side.
Right.
All right. That is happening at the Silver Sycamore in Pasadena. All right, the Oxtail Off. Okay, I love this one. We're talking food now.
I know. I was like, this is interesting. Okay, first of all, oxtail is literally a cattle's tail. So FYI, just get that out of the way, because I was like, what is an oxtail?
Back in the day, you had to eat whatever you got, and you made it taste good.
They're very fatty, and so it's interesting. I love Houston's diversity. I think I say that every time we talk, but it has the food from the African diaspora and the Caribbean, so it's going to be great. I'm vegan vegan-ish, so I do have, there's a vegan and vegetarian option. It's at the Waterworks, Buffalo Bayou Park, which is where the cistern is, so it's going to be a lot of fun.
All right, and of course Cinco de Mayo's coming up, and
Cinco de
Mexico
Mayo.
legends and heritage, and they, every year they say to people, listen, this is not Mexican independence,
yes,
right? Yeah.
which is September,
Yeah.
so come on, get over it. But this is actually really good because it's about the Battle of Puebla, where they beat the French, and that was the whole thing, claim to fame for Mexico beating them.
Which kind of turned the tide, right?
Yes.
But yeah, you're going to have so many things take place there. They have theatrical storytelling, the folklorico dances, great music, as you can see right there. And it's going to be at the Hobby Center, Zilka Hall, but just a great way to celebrate and then go have your margaritas. Right?
That's right, that's right. It's just a full night of Mexican history. Ada Cuevas, the queen of ranchera music, is going to be performing, and she's had over 10 million sales of her album.
Wow,
She's big stuff.
Yeah,
So.
all right. So we're going to end with do something today to ignite your life.
Yes.
Because, you know, it's like some people have a long life and do nothing with it. Some people have a short life and do everything with it. All right, for more information on Gish Picks or any of the events we just discussed, visit greatdayhouston.com.